What is going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and yeah, I know I haven't uploaded in like a year and a half, but so I decided I want to start this new segment on my channel called My Life Stories. So to kick it off, today's topic will be the story about the first time I snuck out of my house. Now, real fast, in the background here we have a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 multiplayer gameplay. This is domination on Yemen. Okay, back to the story. So, my friend and I, this is called my friend Chris. My friend Chris and I, we were talking on the phone because we wanted to chill and just hang out, play some video games, smoke some weed, whatever. But it didn't end up working out that night. So he had the bright idea of sneaking out of our houses at like 1 o'clock in the morning and to basically hotbox the shit out of his car. So I'd never done it previously, so I was like, you know what, yeah, man, sounds good. I'll find a way to get out of my house, and I'll let you know. So basically, I never snuck out of my house previously because it's actually really difficult to get out of my house because the way that it is, it's just I can't get out of my through my window or go through the front door or something like that. And not to mention, my house isn't a one family house. We have people living downstairs too. And the only way out that I found, which I still use now, is to go through a window that we own downstairs from this one bedroom, or like not really bedroom, but from this one room. There's just this one window where I basically had to squeeze myself out. But I'll tell you guys that later. Anyway, so it was pretty difficult for me to get out, but I was like, all right, dude, like let's do it. I'll text you later tonight, and for us to meet and whatnot. And basically, I was given a free ride. He was gonna pick me up in his car. He's gonna provide the stuff. He was gonna basically hold me down. All I had to do was just get out of my house. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'm totally down for this. So midnight rolls by. I find my route downstairs and all that stuff. So midnight comes by and my dad comes home because he gets home from work at around midnight. So I told my friend, I was like, "Yo, man, my dad just got home and my friend should be falling asleep. So I'll text you within the next hour." He said, "All right, cool. Just let me know." So around 1:15 rolls by and I text him. I'm like, "All right, dude, I'm gonna start leaving my room. You should just go to your car and just wait for me to text you back." And he's like, "All right, cool." So I get out of I have everything ready. I have my bag ready. I have my eye drops, my Axe, gum, hand sanitizer, all that good stuff in my bag. And basically, I hide the pillows and put it in a way where it looks like I'm sleeping in case my parents open the door or something. But yeah, so I use my iPhone as a light, and I open my door, and the first thing I see is that my dog is just chilling, lying down in the hallway, and I was kind of nervous because the light actually shined in her face, and I didn't really realize it. Because as soon as I opened the door, she was just there, so the light got in like her face, and it woke her up. So, and she started moving around, and we have all wood flooring, so whenever she walked, you can like hear her paws hitting the wood, so it made a lot of noise. So she started walking down the hallway to the kitchen, because the way that my house is that my room is at the end of the hall, then there's a staircase towards the other side of the hallway, and then the kitchen and all that stuff. So she started walking towards the kitchen, and I started getting nervous because she was making a lot of noise, but at the same time I thought about it and I was like, she probably does this all the time anyway. So I started following her, and basically I made my way to the staircase, and instead of going down the stairs because it's insanely loud and there's a lot of squeaky stuff, so I just slid down the rail, which is located right next to the stairs. So I went down the railing, and it's two flights of stairs. So the first flight has a rail, but the other one I actually had to walk down the stairs. So that was a little bit tricky, but I made my way down to the basement, and from this point, I walked to the one room where the window was, but I still had to be really quiet because, like I said before, I don't live in a one family house. So literally the rooms next door to where I was basically where other people were living, and actually one of the people who were living there, I believe, was awake at this time because there was a light on, which I could see from the crack in the door, and I heard the TV on, and I also heard this person cough. So I kind of thought that this person was awake, but I was like, you know what, I'm already too far, and I can't back out now. My friend's probably just about in his car now, so I can't back out. So I get my shoes on, I put on my black jacket, dark clothes, all that stuff, and I go to the window, and I try to open it, and this window's like really old. So as soon as I open it, it makes as soon as I move it in the slightest bit, it just squeaks, and it was just really loud. And basically, after I heard it squeak, like I waited like a good 2 minutes to make sure that no one heard me or something like that. But I ended up opening the window a little bit more, like really slowly, but at the same time, it was a little hard because um, the higher the window goes, the harder it was for them to push it. So I opened it just enough so I can fit my body through there. But basically, no, I couldn't like climb through into the window. I needed like something. I needed something to like assist me get through the window. So I found this chair down there, and it was like a really unstable chair. It just had the seat. It didn't have like a backrest or anything like that. It was just the seat, and it was like I said, it was really unstable. But I managed to push, to get myself onto the chair, and I basically just went headfirst through the window. Now, getting myself out was also a problem because it turns out that what I thought was big enough for my body to fit in actually wasn't. So I was kind of stuck, and I had to push the window up, and that made even more noise. So it was pretty nervous. It was pretty nerve-wracking getting out, but I finally was outside at this point, and all I had to do was just close the window. Not completely, but just in case someone decided to rob my house, they wouldn't be able to, unless they actually searched the window, they wouldn't be able to, get in. So I figured just keep it a crack open just so that I can get myself back in later. So I'm closing the window. It's still squeaking as I'm moving. I'm getting a little nervous, but thankfully, I don't think anyone heard because, if they heard, they're gonna think that someone's breaking into my house. You know what I mean? So I close it just to crack open, just so I can slip my fingers through when I want to get back in. And I grab all my stuff, and I text my friend, and he's like, "All right, dude, I'm here." So I'm walking through my front yard, and it is pitch black outside. It's really quiet. You can't really hear anything. You can't hear the grasshoppers. You can't hear frogs. It's all just all you hear is wind, and so it's like really dark outside. But I'm walking through my front yard, and I see this car. I go ahead, get myself in there, and basically we take off to this one area, and we hotbox the car. We got like really bombed too. Basically, I'm pretty sure we packed like 2 bowls on the bong, and then we packed 2 bowls on each of my pipes, which I brought a glass pipe and a small glass pipe and a small metal pipe. So we hotboxed the car. We literally destroyed the car, and we were completely gone. We basically, and after that, it was pretty much like I think it was like 2:30, 2:40 in the morning. So we decided that we were done with our session. We smoked for like a good, maybe 45 minutes or so. So we decided that we were good, and basically we went to this other location that's by my house, and we just decided to just chill there, listen to music, make jokes, laugh, and all that good stuff. So we went to this one spot, and like we did exactly what I said. We listened to music, we hung out, and basically we did that until around 3:30, 3:15, something like that in the morning. This time my friend was like, "All right, dude, I gotta start taking you home because my dad gets up at around 4 to 4:30 every morning to walk my dogs." And I was like, "Wow, like really? Like that's so early?" He was like, "Yeah, man. So I gotta start taking you home." And we're still pretty bombed. Um, we're still like really gone at this, and so I'm just like, "All right, dude. So let's just take me home, and I'll figure out a way back inside my house." So during the drive, I was kind of nervous. During the drive home, I was kind of nervous because like I'm still bombed, and it was frightening getting myself out when I was sober. So I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get myself back in here. But basically, we arrived to my house. He dropped me off. I walked back to my front yard, and I'm shaking at this point, to be honest, because I was really scared. So I put my fingers through the crack. The window was still open. I was like, yes. So I slowly opened it, and I don't know if it was because I was like high or something, but I feel like I didn't make as much noise as I did, getting out of the window. But I don't know if that was just because I was like gone, and then the sound just doesn't isn't as loud anymore, or if it was just really loud, I just didn't notice. But yeah, I opened it and it squeaked, of course, and at first I went head first. I tried going head first through through the window to get inside, but it wasn't gonna work because the chair was right there. It's extremely unstable, and there's no way for me to get in without falling and like killing myself. So I had to go in leg first, and basically that was really hard. It was really hard to do. I don't know exactly how I did it, but yeah, I somehow did. But yeah. So from then, I got myself in there, and on the way in, I actually elbowed the window. Yeah, I elbowed it. So that was kind of scary, cause it made a really loud banging noise. But thankfully, I don't think anyone heard. But basically, I was too nervous to close the window completely, so I basically just closed it just a little bit, basically just until it was just a small crack. It wasn't too big, and I basically just ran upstairs, ran into my room, didn't care about the noise I made at all. I just kind of sprinted, and I just locked my door, and I basically just played Call of Duty until I passed out around 4:30. So yeah, guys, that was my story about the first time I snuck out of my house. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know if you guys like my stories. Maybe if you guys like them, maybe I'll make them a weekly thing or something like that. But yeah, I really enjoyed making these for you guys. I have plenty of more stories to share with you guys. This is just the first of many, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.